What's going on, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to episode 70 of Gotta Watch 'Em All, the podcast bringing together trainers from every corner of Pokemon fandom before watching along with an episode of Pokemon the series, starting all the way back at episode 1. But today, we're going to be watching episode 70, The Ancient Puzzle of Pokémonopolis. Did I say that right?
Pokémonopolis.
Is that right? It sounds like a board game. It's not.
I played it before.
Today's Saturday, July 20th, 2019. I'm one of your hosts, Ken Pescator. That other voice in your ears is my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam, what's going on?
Hey, how's everybody?
Are you alive, dude? You're sick.
I am dying. No, I'm okay.
You have swollen stuffs.
Yeah, I am trying. I'm fully medicated up. All I want to do is go to a Pokemon tournament tomorrow, so I'm hoping that when I wake up, I feel a little bit better.
Good. Well, wear a mask and gloves if you need to.
Will do.
All right, a little housekeeping really quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And I want to give a huge shout-out to our show supporter tier patrons, Brittany J, Matt, M. Pitts, Terry, David, Chris Sidney, Bacon L, The Noise, Harry, PokeNavBot, Purple Pancakes, Dem Gears Be Bangin', Lady Goobly Meat, Super Nerd Fox, Go Ranger Matt, Reversal, The Phoenix, Baker Boy, Jolt Switch, and Alex. Thank you guys so incredibly much.
You guys rock.
And a huge shout out to our Elite Four patron, Jessica Pfeiffer. Thank you guys so incredibly much. We really, really do appreciate it.
You guys
it's
are
awesome.
The Beedrill's knees.
That's pretty funny, dude. All right, on today's show, we have a new Pokemon Masters trailer. This game is looking better and better. I'm getting more and more hyped every time I see new info on this. Adam, I don't know where you are with this, but I'm getting pretty excited. Yeah, I'm pretty excited, man. Gigantamaxing has come to Sword and Shield. This is kind of about a week and a half old, but we haven't recorded, so we'll get caught up on all of that. There's some changes and updates to Pokemon GO. That game just continues to move a million miles an hour. The 2020 Pokemon Regional Championship schedule has been released, so we'll kind of review that, and then we'll finally do our watch-along with Episode 70, The Ancient Puzzle of Pokémonopolis. All right, Pokemon Masters trailer. Adam, did you see it?
Yes. I'm hyped for this game. It looks really, really, like, they took a lot of time to make this. Yeah, it doesn't look like they just threw it together.
It's very, very polished, and I think that's, kind of a testament to DNA, because they have multiple titles they've done for Nintendo now, and it just continues to look better and better every time I see any footage of it. And the polish on the game is just amazing, and we got some really cool stuff going on. I want to reference Cerebi put out a really cool article, and I guess they had the inside line on this as well, because they actually posted some information that wasn't overtly available in the trailer. And it was like, I think it was like a minute and 8 seconds long, this trailer, that showed a pretty significant amount of gameplay and a bunch of new stuff. But Cerebi did a really nice report on it, so I'll link to that in the description. But it starts off, we see like a top-down image of the battle arena, and we know that this is a 3-on-3 game, and what's cool is it's not using your traditional soccer pitch, basketball court, tennis court, whatever you want to call it, style one-on-one arena. This is this circular arena that has positions for 3 trainers on each side of the circle. It looks amazing. It looks really, really cool. It's very unique.
Yeah, you can see when they like fan out like Brock and Misty, like they're actually talking.
Oh yeah,
so that's
it's
like
voiced.
A small detail, but that's like, I want that in a game.
Yeah, we see Brock. They show Brandon, Iris, Acerola. You see Barry. One little Easter egg that kind of pokes through is they show Brock in his Signa suit, which I guess I don't know how this is going to come out in the game itself, but apparently, per Cerebi, when one of your trainers is rocking their Signa suit, it will allow them to actually change their sync Pokemon. So in the first trailer, we saw Brock using Onix, but when he's wearing his Signa suit, we see Brock using Tyranitar. So, it kind of plays into the fact that this is probably a gacha game at heart, where you're just unlocking and unlocking and unlocking, and the free to start mechanic really starts to come out because there's going to be different outfits and different abilities and different Pokemon and all this stuff going on. But I really dig the fact that there's going to be some flexibility here where, you know, you can have one trainer on your team, but that trainer will be able to use multiple Pokemon. I think that just adds to the depth of being able to build out a well-rounded team, especially if you need to face, you know, specific other trainers, or
battling
what they finally announced here, co-op. Yes, finally. We were unsure last time we talked about this on Pokemon.com. It actually said under like players, it said to be announced. So it turns out that you can play 3-player co-op against NPCs. So 3 different trainers, 3 different people via the internet will be able to team up and battle. Really, really cool. So the being able to develop some pretty cool teams will be possible because you're going to have people that are going to go after specific trainers that are, you know, they have an affinity to that may not be the same trainers you're into. So very, very cool.
And then they showed us in the trailer this unity attack with all 3 trainers all using their unity attack all at the same time, which must be like a massive blow.
Yeah, like I'm waiting for people that have like older phones are just going to like come to a screeching halt, like trying to like show the animation of this massive mega attack on the screen. But yeah, looks really, really cool. And what else do we see in this trailer? We see Professor Bellis. This is going to be the professor from the region, specializing in studying the relationship between Pokemon and Sync Stones. Sync Stones will be what allows the Pokemon to use the Sync move. So this kind of all plays in very similar to Z Crystals and allowing to do Z moves. We see Paolo, who's going to be the rival of your trainer in this region. Paolo uses Rockruff. And I guess the game will follow a somewhat traditional path of, you know, the league is called the PML, the Pokemon Masters League. So he's your rival throughout your journey through the PML. So I guess from a Pokemon game perspective, it'll be somewhat traditional when it comes to the fact that you're going to have, you know, a rival that's going to be bugging you throughout your journey, which is pretty cool. They also show
its release is for summer 2019, so like hurry up. I know we've only got like another month, but come on, I just want it now.
Well, that's what a lot of people were saying. Like, they gave us this other trailer, but why no date yet? Like, is it a developmental thing? Is something holding it up, or are they just really trying to tease us? Because there's not much time left. But Sarah B also said that both trainers and their Pokemon will have individual levels. So I'd imagine that you're going to be doing a lot of leveling, move leveling, Pokemon leveling, all that stuff. And again, if you're rocking a Signa suit and you have different Pokemon, you're going to be able to level up Brock, but then you're also going to be able to level up, you know, Brock's multiple Pokemon. So I'm very excited for this. I think that, you know, Super Mario Run, Fire Emblem Heroes, the Mario Kart, you know what I mean? Like they have a lot of experience under their belt working with Nintendo, and I'm very, very confident that this game will behave and act well and run well, simply based on the polish of the other games that they've done for Nintendo. So I'm super hyped. This is probably going to be like the end of August. I can't imagine them, you know, announcing something and delaying it or anything like that. So they've got to give it a couple weeks with the announcement of a date before it comes out. Or what do you think? Do you think they're going to spring like available now or available tomorrow? Like, when are they going to?
They might release a trailer and say, you know, like it'll be available, you know, Friday, and it'll come out
that week.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I'm pretty excited. I think this is going to be cool. Let us know what you think of Pokemon Masters. Let us know if you're excited. Let us know if you wish this was on, you know, are you going to be, you know, not playing this on your phone? Like how do you know, from a format perspective, how do you think this is going to do? And are you excited about it? Let us know. info@gottawatchemall.com.
Let us know also if you're a Pokemon master yourself.
To be a master. Adam listens to the To Be a Master soundtrack every day of his life.
It's the only soundtrack to listen to.
All right, let's jump over to Sword and Shield. This news is about a week and a half old already, but we haven't talked about it yet. It's coming from swordshield.pokemon.com. We have a bunch of new Pokemon revealed. We have a brand new mechanic. Now, there was a major leak on 4chan probably a month ago that talked about all the Pokemon in the Galar decks. They talked about all the different mechanics. So this might not be new news to some people, but Gigantamaxing is a new mechanic that works in conjunction with Dynamaxing, where Dynamaxing just increases the size and the strength of a Pokemon and gives them a special Dynamax move. Gigantamaxing is similar to Mega Evolution, where it's going to physically alter the appearance of a Pokemon. So not only is it going to, make them insanely massive, gigantic, but it's also going to change their appearance and give them special moves, which is really, really cool. So some of the new Pokemon that we saw, the designs, what's your vibe, man? Are you they seem like even coming from Gen 6 to Gen 7, the Pokemon were pretty traditional looking, and it seems like now with Gen 8, they're really, I don't know, man. It's
these are much different.
It's different, right? Like it's a different vibe. I feel like physically.
They're like Skylanders.
I draw a lot of comparison to Skylanders as well, because they just have, I don't know, man, a much more organic feel, a much more earthy feel to them.
Yeah.
And they just seem
very
more
cartoony, if you will.
Yeah, they seem more alive. It's kind of hard to explain, but the one that we saw that is kind of garnishing a lot of hype right now is Alcremie. Or All Creamy, which is a fairy type Pokemon, the cream Pokemon. And I'm going to read this directly from its dex entry on Pokemon.com. It says, quote, "When attacked by an opponent, Alcremie will throw sweet scented cream to distract them or temporarily blind them, giving itself time to escape. The cream it uses for this purpose has an incredibly powerful soothing effect, and any opponent that tries to eat the cream will rapidly lose the will to battle," end quote. So
is it a poison?
Dude,
that's what that seems like.
I don't know, but there's been an awful lot of talk between this and Eldegoss, like talk of people and other Pokemon consuming parts of Pokemon. Like, this is weird.
Yeah.
Like I heard that it can shoot like sugar missiles. Like it's just, there's just a lot of eating of Pokemon parts going on around here, and it's very strange. But this thing is super adorable. Looks like a little cream puff, but when it Gigantamaxes, it turns into this giant wedding cake looking thing that's like got 10 tiers on it, and that just keeps going taller and taller and taller. Looks absolutely awesome. Now, something they did mention in the trailer that unveiled the Gigantamaxing was not every Pokemon will be able to Gigantamax. You're going to have to do this during like the max raid battle segment. This is where you're going to be able to find Pokemon that can Gigantamax. And they didn't clarify, and correct me if I'm wrong, anyone out there, but they almost made it seem like not even every Pokemon of a specific species will be able to Gigantamax. Whereas if you find one just out in the wild versus you find one through a raid battle, only the one from the raid battle will be able to Gigantamax.
Yeah, so I think it's not even everyone from the raid battles. Like, you have to keep battling until you get one that can.
So is it almost like a shiny thing? Like, where it's like...
That's really the vibe cool. I got from it.
So that's something that we'll have to look into. But if that's the case, it's going to make, the ability to Gigantamax even that much more rare, which is pretty cool. I'm definitely down with that. All right, Adam, why don't you talk about Roly-Poly? This is another one of the new Pokemon that we saw.
Oh my goodness, Roly-Poly. He is a new rock type. He's the coal Pokemon. It's a new ability in the game. It's called Steam Engine. Roly-Poly's ability, Steam Engine, is a brand new ability introduced in these, in Shield and Sword. Pokemon with this ability will get a speed stat boost if it's hit with a fire or water type move during battle.
So I like this. It's kind of reminds me of Volcanion, where we saw like the fire and water combination to create steam. So I kind of like this. And I think it was, where else did I read? Something to the point of Roly-Polies were super, super common in this region. Like, in people in their homes had Roly-Polies. Like, they were very common. But it's a really cool looking Pokemon. Again, a very unique design. Very, very unique design. They also showed Yamper, which we saw in the last trailer, so they kind of unveiled him again officially, I guess, because they did bring him out in the E3
But he's not the
demo.
good
one. Who are you into, the Duraludon?
Is it Duraludon or Duraludon?
Duraludon. So this is a Steel Dragon-type Pokemon, the Alloy Pokemon, which is kind of a complement to Tyranitar. It says that it actually... All right, well, I'll read the entry. It says, Duraludon live in caves and mountainous areas. Their two arms have slightly different shapes from each other, and they use these to grind down rock surfaces for food. They share their habitat with Tyranitar, and these two Pokemon are often seen battling each other in the mountains of the Galar region. So, this is a really cool Steel Dragon type, and my son loved this one. He immediately was attracted to this one. Said that he loved the design. It's a really nice compliment to Tyranitar. Like, it just looks super tough, and the battles that they show it in motion and seeing the attacks, it looks really tough. It looks really cool. But you're digging the design on this one?
A little bit. I did see like a meme somewhere where somebody put like a lighter and then a picture of that, and they were like...
Like a Bic lighter?
Yeah, can you tell the difference?
Oh, no. Well, let us know what you think of this new Pokemon, or any of the new Pokemon for that reason. But, slowly but surely, Sword and Shield info is coming. So, still no talk of Pokemon Go integration. So we still don't have that yet. We still don't know what direction they're going to go there. They did also announce a new version of the Switch itself, the Switch Lite, which will have non-detachable Joy-Cons, a little bit of a smaller screen, increased battery life. But they're doing a Sword and Shield special edition of that won't come bundled with the game, oddly enough. But it will have the two legendary colors on each side of the Switch and some nice graphics on the back of it. So take a look at that if you're interested in picking up a secondary Switch. All right, speaking of Pokemon Go, let's jump over there. This has been it's been a very busy, really, month actually since GoFest. It's kind of been nonstop. But the big news right now is PvP mechanics were updated. Two new moves were added to the game. Charm, the Fairy Fast move. So we have the first time a Fairy Fast move is in the game. So now you're going to be able to finally run like a dual Fairy move, Gardevoir. It's a long time coming for a Fairy Fast move, so that's a really nice addition. And then Skull Bash, which is a normal charge move that is stat altering, which is good. So we got two new moves, but the big deal here is new PvP mechanics have been added to the game where they've actually reworked the battle system where charge moves are no longer just tapping as fast as you possibly can. They've made little mini games, 18 different mini games, depending on what type the move is. You'll have to kind of engage this almost like Fruit Ninja-esque minigame to get the attack off. And I'm loving it. Like, what do you think, man? This is a mixed bag of people.
I've only used so far 3 different moves. I've used Frenzy Plant, and Dynamic Punch, and so Fighting, Dark, and Grass.
Yeah, and each type has a different kind of pattern that you have to trace, essentially.
Yes, and it's tough. It's not easy. I got not so good every single time until like the last 2.
All right, so they break the effectiveness of the moves down to good, great, excellent. And you pretty much have to get 90% of all these little energy symbols that show up in the minigame. You have to swipe them. And if you're good at it, you can literally lay your finger across the screen and kind of gently sway back and forth and, pick up all these little icons. Or I've seen people just go absolutely spaz out and just kind of like, swipe like crazy over the screen and still get an excellent attack. So there's a couple different approaches you could do to this, but I'll link to a Pokemon Go Hub article that shows kind of all the different animations for the charge moves. I really dig it. Even the hardcore battlers have welcomed it. It's definitely an adjustment period. People are so used to just tapping really fast. Now, they actually have to concentrate on the game itself and more, not just the strategy behind the game. So, I think this opens up some accessibility to PvP to make it a little bit more exciting for the average player, and definitely for kids for sure.
Yeah, definitely took me off guard. Like,
yeah.
We were doing our Friday night fights in our Discord, and I just got hit with it, and I was like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing.
And this kind of leads into the Team Rocket invasion, and we won't get too deep into it here, but check out Lured Up, our Pokemon Go podcast, if you want the details on this. But Team Rocket invasion is coming to Pokemon Go, where the Team Rocket grunts are going to be taking over Pokestops. They're going to have shadow Pokemon, and essentially you're going to have to battle these Team Rocket grunts to capture the shadow Pokemon and ultimately purify them. But when you battle the Team Rocket grunts, you battle them in a PvP setting. So kind of to prep that mechanic, they updated the battle system, because now people that probably have never done PvP battles before are going to want to take part in these Team Rocket invasions, which uses the PvP mechanics. So they had to do something to make it a little bit more exciting or enticing. But check out luredup.com for our Lured Up shows, because we're going to be talking about this in detail over the next couple weeks as it's released. All right, Adam, this next thing is right up your alley. 2020 U.S. Regional Championship schedule has been announced. What do you think of this?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Everything's just kind of laid out for you. And then you go over which ones are going to be standard, which ones are going to be expanded. And the first one is September 28th through the 29th, Atlantic City Convention Center, 1 Convention Boulevard, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
It's like an hour and a half from me. I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited.
So what you're saying is...
So what I'm saying is you're coming over.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's Atlantic City, man. Jersey Shore has gone through some pretty significant woes of late with Atlantic City. So it's nice to see new partnerships and new ventures happening there, because we need tourism, we need money to come into the Jersey Shore. I think this is really cool. Other locations: Knoxville, Tennessee; Richmond, Virginia; Portland, Oregon; Daytona Beach; San Diego; Milwaukee, Wisconsin is getting a regional. All this is awesome. Now this is again
did you
for
say
the 20.
Portland, Oregon?
I said Portland, Oregon.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, Josh the Noise.
Yeah, Josh the Noise. So I guess I'm going to Josh's house.
There you go. There you go.
Him.
Adam's traveling everywhere. But Adam, you are going to be making a trip to DC, aren't you?
Yes, I did apply to get my ticket for the DC Open this year.
Holler!
Wish me luck. I will be.
I'm so excited for you. What deck are you going to run?
Honestly, I feel like Malamar is the key, but I still haven't done any testing.
Use it or lose it, man.
Yeah, and it's like I know Malamar. There's just got to be a lot of hoops to get through. Everything that I'm seeing as far as testing goes, there's Dark Box, so it's anything fighting, I guess, could be relevant, and then with Fighting Dojo, which adds more damage to fighting any Pokemon with fighting basic energies attached to it, so it's not even fighting specific. So you could always add damage with that.
I'm excited for you, man. I think it's going to be really cool, and I'm not sure what my schedule is in August, because it's coming up pretty soon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what my schedule is,
but 16th
through
through the 18th.
But I'm gonna try to see what I can do to support you, but I don't know how the scheduling works out for spectators, but.
Well, it's only $10 for spectators, so
send good vibes and send some support to Adam, because he's gonna be out there making it happen. And also you can follow, his journey on Special Conditions, our new TCG podcast that Adam hosts, along with Josh the Brown, who we were just talking, Josh Brown from, also known as The Noise, from Portland. That's why we're bringing that up with the Portland regionals. But Adam will kind of, talk about his journey back to the TCG and to the competitive gameplay. So I'm psyched for you, man. I really hope you do well.
Me too.
Either way, you'll have some good stories.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. All right, man. That was the news. I think we're ready to watch some cartoons.
Let's watch some cartoons.
Are you ready to watch some cartoons? All right, guys. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to queue up our Amazon Prime Video, and we will watch episode 70 of Pokemon the series, The Ancient Puzzle of Pokémonopolis. Monopoly Connect 4. All right. We'll be right back after these fine slowpoke beats.
Hold up, everyone. Are you ready for a sing-along? Slowpoke in a reggae style. Pokemon. Come in. Slow. What's your story, Slowpoke? Slow.
All right. So, yeah, man, it's crazy because with Pokemon Go, obviously as far as gameplay is concerned, Pokemon Go takes up the majority of my game time. That's what I'm playing the most. Now we have Pokemon Masters coming. We still don't have Pokemon Rumble, so that's on its way. Before you know it, Sword and Shield is going to be here. You've got all this madness with the TCG going on. Like, dude.
So basically, you're gonna wake up. You're gonna assess what time you wake up. Okay, I have this much time to play Shield and Sword, and then I go out and do all the raids all day long until 7:30 for Pokemon Go, and then you switch over to Pokemon Masters for a little bit, and then you go back to Shield and Sword, and then you play a little Rumble before bed. Little Magikarp jump. No.
Oh my god. Pokemon. I think Sword and Shield will end up being my just before bed. Unless I do like an actual focus gameplay, it'll be my nightly nightcap.
Yes.
All right. The episode is starting.
So we open to Pikachu and Vulpix fighting each other with Brock and Ash.
Is Ash actually battling?
Yeah, for the first time.
He's actually practicing.
And he's definitely going easy on Vulpix. You can tell.
You think?
Electric attack? Oh my god. Vulpix, just jump out of the way.
Yo, look at Vulpix's eyes.
It's Super Saiyan. Oh snap. Jigglypuff.
You see, I didn't understand this part. Like, why would Jigglypuff do that? So Jigglypuff jumps in between Pikachu and Vulpix battling for no reason.
Puzzle of Pokémopolis.
And they happen to blow up like a part of the ridge, which alerts like this expedition crew that's seemingly out of sight, out of mind from where Ash is.
And the explosion reveals a temple.
It reminds me of like Indiana Jones almost.
Looks like some kind of temple or something.
Oh, does it?
Hey.
All right, who designed this thing?
It looks sort of pretty.
It looks like a squid.
Weird.
And weird. You said it, Ash.
I finally found it. You did?
Yo, how dare she? That's all I'm saying. How dare she?
Well, you've done it again.
Is that the first Mega Stone?
Sir, I'm the one who found
I think we're gonna find out what it is, or at least what they think it is.
Yes, thanks a lot. Couldn't have done it without you. Very helpful. This is the
Yo, she's mean.
I can hardly believe
Brock doesn't even care. That's how thirsty he is. He doesn't even care that she's mean, taking all the credit. It was Vulpix that did it.
I think we should move the camp.
Or was it
here and
was it
begin a
Pikachu?
better exploration of the temple and the surrounding area.
Just take a look.
Ash and Misty in the back, like,
Yeah, like, where'd their whole camp come from?
Oh, hello. Can I help you?
They're like, yeah, is there food in there and a soft bed?
Looks like the twerps are onto something. Something valuable.
It could be a
and of
very
course, Team
vault
Rocket
of valuables.
stumbles upon him. Oh, look, something looks valuable.
What can I take advantage of right now?
This statue looks like a Psyduck.
So I like this actually. I really like the way they have this little Psyduck statue, and it kind of shows like some of the artifacts that they've already come across.
What was the name of the
It almost has patterns like an Electabuzz.
And it got destroyed in a giant storm and then totally disappeared. Right, Brock?
The people who live there believe Pokemon
What
were
Pokemon
symbols
is
of
that?
nature's power.
I don't
At
know.
least that's how the
Is that a
legend
Dedenne?
What accent does she have? Like, where's she?
Here.
We know
It's a spoon.
That's positive proof of the real Pokémopolis. It's a real find.
Doctor, look here.
The same material as the other.
Why a spoon and why that weird thing?
Near the original one.
The great two powers of destruction.
Misty is savage.
Might be the key. To what?
How come you called Eve Doctor? She's way too young to
Why is she sticking her tongue out? That's all I want to know.
By age 6, Eve was already an expert in ancient Pokemon.
Well, it's a Japanese
civilization. Her
thing.
research revolutionized the field. She got her PhD at 8.
She must be a super brain.
Is she French?
When she
Yeah,
was
I
9,
think it's French.
Eve wrote a best-selling book on her new theories about Pokemon. Oh.
Okay, that's enough about me, Professor.
Watch what you're doing with that relic there.
A doctor.
Already.
When I
You
was-
see?
I was still afraid of Doctor.
So she's shaking the relic back and forth, the spoon, and it looks like it activates the
I got an A- once.
The other thing.
the other little thingy.
What's the matter, Pikachu? Pikachu?
Here, look at this stone tablet I discovered.
That writing. What does it say, Eve?
Is it about Pokémon?
So
Those
the
aren't
dark
known.
device. This is cool.
Beware the two great powers of destruction. The shadow of the dark device will
So there's the Psyduck relic. They show the big bell in the background. That's kind of was at the entrance that the attack from Vulpix kind of unearthed.
Still for you when they return to lay waste the world. But no human knows the secret to soothe the powers and guide them back to the shadow world.
Oh, I
Togepi knows what's up.
Well, I don't, and I'm trying to figure it out.
And Brock jumps in with
It's
a
one of the
little
toughest
brush and a
mysteries
scoop.
I've ever
Hey,
had to
I want to
solve.
help.
I love
You
it,
love
dude. It's so
something.
good, man. Like it's just so funny. Like as a kid, kids just
One
won't even
must
pick
love
up on that.
mysteries.
He loves something.
I'd sure love to have lived in an ancient city.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, Team Rocket has had enough of Meowth.
Bow down, humans, and obey!
So they you know shack up with the expedition team here in their RV, and we've got the relics starting to come to life.
Oh, a spoon.
They're like whispering the motto.
While sneaking into the cave with two little bushes.
It's like,
And it
but
doesn't.
they're not
They
even
don't
doing
even
it for anyone besides themselves. There's no one there.
Truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse.
James.
Let's swipe all their swag and scram.
Let's sneak into their camper and grab those relics.
They don't have any Pokemon with like light.
The really big stuff
Like a
must be
Charmander.
deeper in that temple.
Yeah, right. Nothing that can illuminate. Yeah, they're all dark and toxic and poisony. Smoggy.
Arbok, burrow into that temple and bring back the most valuable treasure you can find.
That's fine.
Well, soon you'll all be filthy rich. What wastefully extravagant things will you do with your share?
Well, first I'll
Jessie
take
is
all the money I
like I don't know, man. I love
I've never heard.
I love how she's like the ultimate rotten.
treasures large
Like
enough,
she's
I
just
can
like
make
the
myself
dirtiest of the
full.
dirty.
The big enchilada.
The top tamale.
The king quesadilla.
It's such a shame they're so power hungry.
The grand
Arbok's looking beastly.
Nacho.
Here's Arbok.
Yeah, they glow. Hello.
Wasn't there anything good?
And Arbok's gone.
Sure looks mighty measly.
Oh
You
no.
mean that's the most valuable treasure you could find?
So when I first saw this, I was like, it seemed like such a like a big storyline. Like it was like, how are they gonna possibly make sense of all this in one episode? Looks like Zoe Two Dots bow.
Or just a bow tie.
We're not moving.
I'm catatonic.
It's like, what is going on? Don't cut the commercial, no!
The dark device.
So how would Arbok know?
And
And then
then
boom.
boom. From the temple.
This could very well be the dark device that's mentioned in the
It's
tablet.
like
Let's analyze
capturing the essence of the person that touches it, like in the device itself. Device, if that's what you want to call it. So now they didn't even touch it, but they were able to make him freeze just like they did with Team Rocket. And then you have, invisible footsteps coming up to him. Now you have some like poltergeist stuff going on.
All the cups and everything is floating around.
See, now, like, when I think device, I think, like, moving parts. This thing doesn't look like it has any moving parts, but there is a Gigantamax Gengar standing outside all of a sudden.
Fascinating. I'd rather be in Miami Beach.
It Gigantamaxed, Missy.
Hey, look! It's a giant Gengar!
How could a Gengar get to be so humongous?
So it's the markings are similar to the markings that were on that Psyduck totem.
And it didn't have those weird markings on it.
Has Ash not seen a Gengar before? He has. That was the first time he.
Details about
I guess he was just trying to get additional
And
info.
he took his soul out of his body and they flew around.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
must be what the tablet meant. The shadow of the dark device. Maybe so. And maybe we're right in the middle of a mystery that's too scary to solve.
Because, like, they're not too far from Pallet right now, right?
Right.
Because they're saying, like, oh, he's going... Oh, yeah, he says it right here. So that's why Oak was able to see
Going
it.
somewhere. It's probably gonna head straight for the nearest town to wreck it.
I've got to stop it.
It's too powerful.
The nearest town's my hometown.
But you won't be able to stop it.
Maybe you're right, but
Tell
I gotta
her,
do
Brock.
something. Let's go, Pikachu.
What is this thing?
I don't know, but it's
I'll go
glowing.
with them. You go back to the camper and try to
It's
figure out the
Pikachu!
mystery before it's too late.
Ah, jeez.
Who's that Pokemon?
Remember the Island of the Giant Pokemon episode?
Yeah, this is exactly the same thing. Yeah, you can, Brock. You can handle this.
Well, Onix is big.
I can handle this.
Going underground doesn't seem like it would stop a Gengar.
Yo, he's got a plan, dude.
Hurry, Onix, go underground and block that Gengar!
Geodo, I choose you.
Gengar just has the perpetual smile.
Geodo, plus
Yo! Bam. So this device thing, it is weird because, you know, it's this little thingy, but when it captures the people, they kind of, it almost has like physical space inside of it.
Can't you battle better than that, you bumbling bird brain? I'm not getting stuck in this stomach forever!
Yes, it's a ghost type.
Onix, use your bind attack!
So the dark device obviously has plenty of room on the inside because it just sucked an Onix in.
No!
That was unexpected.
Pokemon can stop that.
Actually, it was completely expected.
we gotta stop it somehow.
Oh. They go back to the trailer and
She's doomed.
You'll get caught in the spell just like her.
We can't let
Alright, so the spoon and the thingy, the spoon is actually like a key.
Let me go!
The thing that looked like a flute connected with the spoon. No, my spoon and flute just flew away.
Are you
Ooh,
okay?
Alakazam.
Alakazam. Yo, he looks so awesome with those markings.
Is that a Kadabra?
Alakazam.
Is that Kadabra?
No, that's an Alakazam.
It looks so cool with that markings, though. I love it.
Colossal?
Alakazam.
Alakazam, Gigantamax.
Pokemon uses psychic attacks to overcome its opponent.
What is that?
Attacks must be 100 times stronger from the super size.
It's like
Alakazam.
bringing these weird relics or something.
You tell him, Brock. Ooh, lick.
Yeah, yeah.
And teleport.
What are those?
I don't know,
Side
and
beam.
I'm not so sure we want to
So it's like, are they friends? Are they just friendly battles here? Like, what do they? Are they aware of what's going on, or are they just like happen to be battling just because they're wild? That animation looks so awesome with those colors.
Well, the two great
Okay, so this is the day versus night thing that was, written on that tablet.
The sacred city will be no more as day is swallowed up by night. Darker still for you when they return to lay waste the world.
Now I understand. These two creatures.
That looks so cool. I love the colors there.
Now they're
Yeah.
going to destroy us.
We gotta stop them.
How can we stop them if the Pokémon?
Yeah, Eve.
Tell him, Brock.
Eve, haven't you seen Detective
All my
Pikachu?
fault. I should never have tried to
Solve
solve
this
the mystery
mystery.
of Pokémopolis.
Don't blame yourself, Eve. Archaeologists are supposed to solve mysteries.
He's right. You didn't know this would happen.
Now they're giving each other a hug.
Oh, they're friends.
Stupid tablet so hard to figure out.
You're gonna try catching them?
They may be ancient
They literally
and super
explode.
powerful, but they're still Pokemon to me. Go Pokeball!
Nope, you're beat. You're frozen.
I want to save your hometown too, but these Pokemon are way too powerful for us to handle. Maybe we better get help.
It's like everything's frozen on their body, but their mouths still work.
Pikachu escaped the spell. Quick, go jump into that water.
That was like one of the first good looks at Gengar with the markings because he was lit up.
Thundershock and hurry!
Do it again, Pikachu.
Gengar's mad though.
And you can have a mushroom.
Nice going, Pikachu.
Is that what they are?
I don't know. They look like fungus. And then
Oh,
all
yeah?
of a sudden they're
We can't give
They're
up.
unfrozen.
Yeah, poor
The chat says
Jiggly.
nobody knows the secret to stopping these creatures from destroying everything.
Eve's right, Ash.
Oh,
oh, good pun.
yeah, Pokepuns.
Look, they're dancing.
Jigglypuff can knock 'em
So
out.
is it that like whenever they're summoned, no matter what, they're just gonna battle, and that's why the previous Pokemopolis was destroyed just because they were battling?
Probably.
Okay, Jigglypuff.
Aw, sing it,
If this
Jiggly. Hold on, I'm
works,
gonna take a
you'll
nap
be
real quick.
Town's favorite vocalist.
Oh, I'm still here.
Look at Pidgeotto clapping. Why? Alakazam's mad because his spoon wasn't as cool as the relic spoon. So, is it Jigglypuff that's activating that bell thingy, or is it having something to do with... I don't know.
How come they're not getting sleepy?
Maybe Jigglypuff isn't loud.
Oh, yo, Jigglypuff gets wrecked.
But I need my
Man, I was hoping for some sweet squiggly marker action.
They're already all marked up. Alright, so that bell thingy is like floating on its own. Looks like a bronzong.
Jigglypuff's just too small. Peekaboo!
Huh?
What's happening
Like
now?
what?
It's a massive Jigglypuff.
I know, it's Gigantamax Jigglypuff. Look how awesome. It looks like he has a goatee. He's like bro Jigglypuff, like tribal tattoos.
Some Pokemon.
Jigglypuff?
I love that, dude. It sounds so terrible. Oh, it's so disturbing. It's all like detuned and dissonant.
But
that's
puts him
it.
to sleep.
So the bell was actually like, I guess the vibrations from singing into the bell is what does it.
Secret that soothes the powers of destruction.
I'm feeling kind of soothed myself.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, it's so creepy sounding. They just literally sing all night long.
It's
That's-
a giant paintbrush.
Dude, I when I saw this for the first time, I was rolling. I was like, that is hilarious. Even that. That's so good. It's almost like a Super Smash Brothers like announcer.
Finale.
So is it normal that like when Jigglypuff sings, like they would literally sleep the whole night? How'd that dude get up there?
Wake up!
Well, they all came out of the Dark Device.
They all came out of the relic, yeah.
Giant. Hey!
Team Rocket really is the worst.
But it's over now.
They did not.
It's like they didn't even have to get blasted off. They just like retreat on their own.
We let you off easy this time, Tour, but next time you won't be so lucky.
Let's go. Team Rocket's dashing off again.
But what happened to Gengar and Alakazam?
Pokémopolitan civilization.
Again, I guess.
This is awesome. Eve, maybe a giant Jigglypuff was the protector of Pokémopolitan civilization.
If you're right, Brock, then it's
But,
also
like,
possible these
I have questions.
Yeah.
Pokeballs.
Whoa, really?
I have questions. What is it still? I still don't know.
And
It's a
this
Pokeball.
could be the key that unlocks all the secrets of Pokémopolis.
And so the journey of discovery is just beginning.
Yeah, he had a little Vulpix match.
Will turn up. Of course, we still
All right,
haven't
so
solved the biggest mystery of
thi-
all. Will Ash ever
They
get around
still
to
seem to
training?
be, they're clearly sidestepping the training thing. You know what I mean? But at least they're addressing it now. But
At least the attempt was there.
but that's like what keeps happening. Like they have a good intention, but I guess yeah, there was at least one little bit of a battle. But I don't know, man. It's like I guess I'm just impatient at this point. Like I just really want them to get on with the progression of the actual story arc and not have all these like weird, funky tangents that have nothing to do with the league.
Right?
I don't know. What do you think overall?
I liked it.
I mean, it was a
It was-
cool
it was
concept.
like-
It almost seemed like a movie plot, like more so than like a single episode.
Yes.
So they did a good job of squeezing it in. But
I like
I don't
all
know.
like the Jigglypuff additions there with like the bell becoming a giant paintbrush. Like what?
That was funny. That's like the comic relief because that was completely unnecessary and just funny for our particular Jigglypuff, But let us know what you guys think. I don't know about this one, but it's good, I guess.
All right, Ken, do you have a booster pack?
I do. I have an Unbroken Bonds.
As do I.
I've got a couple packs left from an Elite Trainer box. So I'm so due. I'm so due because I picked up a Dragon Majesty Elite Trainer box and I opened it up with the family. I gave my son 3. I opened 3. I gave Melissa 3. Kept one in the box. Melissa ended up getting a Reshiram GX, I think. My son got a Charizard Holo. I didn't get anything. So I'm so due. So let's see what we got here. All right. Trainer Duskstone, Eradicate, Lieutenant Surge's Strategy, Riolu, Esper, Porygon, Darumaka, Caterpie. I have a Reverse Holo Gengar, very fitting, and a Holo Spiritomb as my rare. Okay, at least it's a Holo.
That Spiritomb's good though.
At least it's a Holo. Spiritomb with the ability Building Spice. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may put 1 damage counter on this Pokemon. And then ultimately Anguish Cry, which is a 10+ attack. This attack does 30 more damage for each damage counter. So, only 60 hit points, but if you give it, something to give it a little bit more boost, and you can get a couple damage counters on this, you could put out, 90 damage, no problem with this card. It's pretty cool.
All right, I've got Riolu, Esper, Porygon, Darumaka, Caterpie, Samsonite, Porygon 2, Dodrio. Reverse Holo is a Spritzy, and my rare is a Perugly.
Wow. We didn't do too good. You got like 7 of the same cards as me.
Yeah.
It's weird. All right, well, I guess you guys are just going to have to watch Adam's Insta Boosters this week to see if he gets anything better because these were kind of dudsy. But I guess I'll take the Holo. And I'll take the Reverse Holo Gengar because it's fitting for the episode. But Adam, that's a show, man. We did it.
That is a show.
All right, everyone. Thank you guys so incredibly much for checking this out. Please check out GottaWatchTheMall.com for everything that we're doing with the show. Check out PokemonProfessor.com for everything we're doing with the network. You can email us, info@GottaWatchTheMall.com. You can text us, send us a picture, leave us a voicemail, 732-835-8639. Please leave us a review on iTunes. That would greatly appreciate it, and we would greatly appreciate it, and that would help us a lot. And also connect with us on social media, GottaWatchTheMall.com. All our links are there. Adam, you got anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Keep on training, trainers. We'll see everybody next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.